Hello and welcome to MKS News. We are your hosts, Lee, Finance Officer,
and Ethan, the Wellbeing Officer. We've got some major headlines for you tonight. Our first major headline is the global warming increase over the past year. Due to a 15% increase on the global warming this past year, renowned karting track Sky High Sunday has begun to melt away, causing mass ice cream flooding in the surrounding region. The flooding is reported to have caused around 1.5 billion coins worth of damage, injuring hundreds in the surrounding area. On an unrelated note, the waterfalls near the region running down to Wario's Galleon have begun to run a strange pink colour, leaving scientists puzzled.
Thank you for that, Ethan. We have lots of important things to announce today. Here's some news from our friends over at Formula Car. One of these ways.
Hey there, I'm Brandon, an alumni and the founder of Formula Car.
And I'm Harry, your 2025-26 MKS Comms Officer, as well as your Formula Car Head of Broadcasting and Media.
We're here to talk to you about Formula Car, but first you should know that Formula Kart is a custom competitive 12-car championship involving both a driver's championship, where participants individually compete for the title, as well as a constructor's championship, where all the teams of the drivers compete for a title. Having been slightly altered from its tournament and Season 1 roots, the sport is no longer a spec series, as teams are free to choose the size of their vehicle based on each ATR period. And ATR periods are a borrowed term which stand for aerodynamic testing restrictions, and these usually last a third of the season, as you'll then use every single vehicle size. Our combo of choice on Mario Kart Deluxe is the meat of all three sizes, as previously mentioned, on the Circuit Special, with the slick or cyber slick tyres, as well as the MKTV Parafoil for maximum sponsors.
Each race result will have a distribution of points that will go towards your standing in the Drivers' Championship, and your team standing in the Constructors' Championship as well, so make sure to maximise those points on race day. But that's not all. To know where you start on the grid for the race, first you have to qualify. Qualifying takes place just before the race at the specified 10 minutes intervals in 3 rounds. After Q1, the 3 slowest drivers get eliminated from qualifying and will start the race in P10, 11 and 12. After Q2, 3 more drivers with the slowest time in that round will be eliminated as well to start the race in P7, 8 and 9. And finally, after Q3, the remaining 6 drivers' positions are decided from P6 all the way to P1. And for those of you aiming for pole, there's an extra point up for grabs.
Now, we race through the year on a calendar of typically 15 tracks, but based on timings it could be more or less, but that's always decided before the season. We also have a list of rules and regulations that you must follow during the season, otherwise we can and will apply penalties. So I'm hoping you're wondering how to join. Check out our Discord server, or speak to me directly, and we can arrange how to get you involved. More on that shortly.
With all that said, we look to you guys who aren't involved yet. Now that you know what Formula Car is, we have a couple questions for you. Everyone wanted a more technical way to drive, one where adrenaline and speed accompany you through the twists and turns of your favourite tracks, where you can never quite be sure if your teammate will let you through or simply just drop you in the grass.
If you answered yes to any of those questions, then we think Formula Kart will be the perfect place for you. From Mario Kart Stadium to Daisy Circuit, Madrid Drive to Neo Baza City, there's no end of ways to hone your skill. Collect points and solidify your place in Formula Car history. Maybe you want to go big with Princess Orange, the reigning Season 1 Constructors Champions, or Roy Smooth Sounds, one of the new kids on the block. Regardless of if you want to take your team to the podium, steal all the glory, or strategize behind the scenes, there's a place for you. We'll see you on the track. Bringing you into Season 2, it's about to get messy. A silly season is on the horizon, and you know what that means. Loyalties will be tested, deals will be made, and everyone will be waiting with bated breath just to see what colours our drivers will be flying next season. Will it be as big of a shake-up as last time? We hope so. With the added variables of team principals in the mix, truly anything can happen, both on and off the track. Last time we saw shocking team changes, the formation of entirely new teams, and rebrands, all in the span of one transfer window.
As for when silly season starts, well, it starts today. No, not the day we're recording this whole set of shenanigans. Today is in Friday the 23rd, the day we are presenting this to you. What does that mean though? It means anyone, whether you're a current driver or team principal, or someone who is on the sidelines and wants to throw their car on the track, this is your golden opportunity to get those deals in discussion.
But how does silly season work exactly? Well, for those of you who are on the grid already, you have no limitations. Talk to your current team principal and see if you can lock down a deal to stay put. Or if you feel like it's time for a change of scenery, then feel free to go knocking on another team leader's door. I'm sure there's always going to be an opportunity. But as for the people yet to get their tyres dirty, still go hunting to see if you want to get a new breath of racing action. Just swing on by our Discord and smack your driver application into the driver market. It's honestly free game to look for a drive. Or if racing isn't much your style, then there's still openings for team principals for next season, where you can decide on the drivers you want for your team.
With that, buckle your seatbelts, we're going right into it. It's going to get silly, and what better way to kick it all off than with an announcement right here, right now. Next season, Matthew will be taking up the team principal role at Roy Smooth Sounds, leaving quite the mess in his track. He will be leaving the reserve role, and we'll be seeing what he gets up to with his new driver lineup yet to be confirmed, and we'll see if he brings some shakes up across the grid. And hopefully that encourages you to go for principal as well.
And so, finally, on our agenda for today, if you've kept up with our news outlet, then you may have heard the rumours that Formula Car as a sport may be moving to Mario Kart World.
And while it is a future goal of ours, it remains out of our reach for the time being. As of right now, World is missing a lot of the key features that make Formula Kart what it is, such as speed modifications and a proper replay function like MKTV. But never say never, as it is the ultimate goal to eventually transfer the sport over to that game, as it offers a larger grid, which will allow more people to play and more teams to participate, and to the already competitive nature of the game.
So, if World is something that interests you for this, then stick around and watch this space. Keep up with our announcements and read our newspaper. And if you ever want to join in, then join the aforementioned Discord to get involved with all things Formula Car. With that said though, it's going to be all from us for now, and we'll send you over to Poppy for the next announcement. Bye for now, and happy karting.
And to bring things back onto the main competitive scene of MKS, you might have recognised recently that we've been rather involved with a multitude of other student groups. However, this specifically is something we've been keeping a little bit secret from you. Recently, the MKS Council put out an announcement of sorts, a call to arms. Just a date and a time. No lineup, no opponent. And so it is with the greatest pride that I announce MKS's 6v6 opponent for tomorrow, the Switch Society of the University of Lincoln. Now, the University of Lincoln Switch Society is an opponent that may not be as experienced as we are, but believe me, is equally as thirsty for the victory in this friendly match. Now, as always, there will be strategic calls, friendly fire, and track picks that make you want to try blue yourself to sin. But however, I have our lineup for us already sorted. Now, we will start with Corey as the captain, who will be our streamer POV for this, incredibly well versed in the art of the 6v6, and one of MKS's finest players. Next up we have Connor, one of the Society's players that performs at the highest level every time, will be a brilliant obstacle for Lincoln to have to overcome. Next up, of course, we have Kyle, who may not have his own self-belief but has been known to be one of the truest team players within our 6v6 history. After this we have Mechmoon, rather new to our comp field, but most definitely full of fiery spirit and energy. Rounding us out, we have PK, who came into the MKS fold with laughter and thrills, a master of the shell snaps and of team communication. And rounding us all off, we have Tame, who has been known to compete just about as much as he possibly can, and will be a brilliant way to round off our team of 6. And so, with our opponents and our lineups confirmed, we will be reaching out to anyone who is willing to be reserved for us. But in case it all goes well, we'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM on the Staff's MKS YouTube channel. Back to the newsroom.
Hi, I'm Kyle, your Vice-Wellbeing Officer for the Mario Kart Society. And have you ever wondered that you could be in a photo just like this?
Kyle, what you talking about?
I'm talking about the new society photos that are going to be taking place on February 13th at the LRV at 3:30 PM.
That's good, because these don't look professionally done at all.
Exactly, which is why we're going to have a new one with all of the new society members in it.
What do I need to bring?
If you've got any Mario related merch or anything like that, make sure you bring that. And if you've also got any MKS branded hoodies, bring that as well. So make sure you're there, and hope to see you.
Of our upcoming events. We have an upcoming event called Dry Burns Burnout. Our final big event before the end of our Dry Burns collaboration with Rams. This event will be on January 30th and will be a charity event for Alcohol Change UK.
The Mushroom Kingdom continues to grapple with the recent loss of their heir of the throne and son of Mario, Baby Mario, as he tragically passed away last week after consuming gallons of Golden Dash branded washing up liquid. After the news broke out to the public, leader of Wario Land and sole proprietor of Wario Banks Incorporated had this to say to the tragic news.
There have been rumours going around of secret projects, extracurricular things that the MKS Council may or may not have been working on, and I'd like to present one of them to you. Welcome to MKS After Hours. This will be our society life-based podcast because, let's be honest, after long hours of creating events, running societies and playing Mario Kart, all you really want is more Mario Kart. You'll be joining me, my committee, and a series of special guests as we discuss society life, how events went, and things that we couldn't tell you until they were over. You'll join us doing some casual gaming, likely some screaming, and a lot of discussions on just what volunteer life means to us and how much we enjoy being your committee. As I said, After Hours will include a variety of special guests, one of which we got in time for the pilot. We thought we could get rid of him. We thought wrong.
How do you feel about being a woman in power?
The woman in STEM. Lots type loves women in STEM.
I remember I taught you outside, right? And I was like, yeah, so you know you're going to be on the committee this year.
Yes.
You are.
Little did we know.
Little did we know. I remember I did, didn't I? I literally took you outside. I was like, yeah, so you're on the subcommittee now.
Yeah.
We have to be busted to run MKS. Here's what we found out. Where you find an MKS, you find an indie bastard.
Like, I had the same awful sleep schedule as you. I could just respond at like 5 in the morning and go, yeah, I'll do that GG meeting, or yeah, I'll show up to your house at 7 and get snacks from Tesco. Like,
It's like, yeah, he's crying, haha, look at him.
I'm one of them. I've got no shame. I cried. I was gonna miss you.
Oh.
And now I can't get rid of you. And it was gonna be me anyway, because I ran unopposed. But
The MKS special. Scare everybody into not opposing you. I saw, obviously we heard that you had won it,
yeah.
right? And I was just like the most immense feeling of like the crowd was coming for me. It's beautiful. I'm no longer proud of you. Look at everything at the end of it now.
No,
right?
no. Uh-oh. Corey, do it. Corey, do it. Corey, get him. I've got nothing to throw you.
No, Corey! Editor fucking cut it!
I reckon that's our start.
I reckon that's a stub as well.
Finito.
Cool, see you never.
See you never. Get out of my house.
The last time I will ever be featured on the MKS socials. I still hate you all.
Matthew, I think you should come in and start recording him trying to beat me to death with the mushroom.
And on that.
Speaking of special guests, we have an upcoming event coming with our good friends over at the LGBTQ Society. You may have heard last year that we had an attempt to run an event such as this, Rainbow Road. Well, it didn't happen last year, it is happening now, and even bigger than we originally planned it. Artist alleys, multiple tournaments, raffles, prizes, anything you could possibly think of, all in the hopes of raising some money for the Terence Higgins Trust and the Student Transition Fund. Now, as this is something very close to our heart, you'll be seeing a lot of us that day, and you'll definitely be seeing a lot of stuff going on. So pop down in Ember in late February when we have the date confirmed, and we'll see you there. Back to the news station.
Kyle, I have a question. You're MKS, what? You're getting bored and tired of it, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah. Could kind of do with something new.
What if I told you, the MKS committee, they've been cooking up a storm.
Really?
Hats are coming. What if we told you hats are coming? When? We couldn't tell you. However, hats are coming.
Welcome back. Our next segment will be about a new way to play time trials. To tell us more, we're going to hand you over to Matthew, our Vice Finance.
Thank you, Lee. The MKS committee has seemed to declare a bounty system on a multitude of your time trials. They are asking for aid from the rest of the society to bring order back to the time trial locations. Each week, a new time trial will be selected, with point rewards available for those who can beat the times. To those being hunted, the MKS committee has issued you a warning. Prepare, no records will be spared. That's all, back to the studio.
Thank you, Matthew. We've just received news on some of this year's tournament gimmicks. In February, we have a tournament that combines two of our past tournaments, Fucked Up February and our Relay tournament. Introducing Fucked Up February Relay Redux. This tournament will be a team-based, random items, random cart combos, and random tracks. This will be a world tournament. In March, we have a 200cc 8 Deluxe tournament called March of Madness Need for Speed. Then, we have a classic returning Automatic 8 tournament. You know the rules. Each player has to use automatic vehicles and race it out in Mario Kart World. And in May, we have Mystery May. We haven't got any information on this tournament yet, but we've been informed it's going to be a good one.
Anyway, back to our regular scheduled highlights. It would appear that our main headline for tonight's edition of Mario Kart News is that on the subject of the mysterious disappearance of fan favourite racer Diddy Kong. After being rumoured to being in the recently released Mario Kart World game, fans were shocked at his absence from the vast character roster. Yesterday, the Kong family posted a legal statement about the status of Diddy Kong, where it was revealed he had actually been mistaken for someone with a very similar name and falsely arrested. Though his reputation may never recover, he has thankfully been compensated by law officials for his false incarceration. Moving on from those headlines, we have a word from our sponsor, the We Are Staffs Awards.
Last year was arguably the MKS peak, and that doesn't mean we stopped. MKS is not a place where you must do everything, but where you can do anything. We strive to give our members the best of the best in everything we do. So if we give you a reason to get out of bed, or try something new, or just chat with games in the background, we'd like to talk to you about nominations for the We Are Staffs Awards.
Nominations encompass everything, from recognising gaming societies like ours, to academic societies, to individual volunteers, all the work we do with the union to expand campus and off-campus life. We want you to tell the union what makes you keep coming to MKS, whether that's a committee member who's always making you smile, or a moment that will live in infamy. All this helps us build to the big one. Let's bring you along to last year.
It's etched into our minds, the joy, the payoff, how massive we've proven we truly were. That we were recognised by the wider campus, but more importantly by you who had shown what we meant. Not only did we win Full House, Collaborative Cruisers and Event of the Year with GG, we also got nominated for Magnificent Changemakers, Inclusion Advocates, Sustainability Stars and Community Champions, just to name a few.
And if you'll have us, we'd love to bring you along on that ride again this year. So we can continue to dream big and bring big things to MKS, not just for ourselves, but for you, our members.
That's all we have time for on today's edition of MKS News. Join us next time.
Wait, hold on. We've got a couple more headlines here. You see the amount of headlines we've got here? This isn't...
Bloody hell, that's a lot.
I know, that's what I was gonna do now.
But we could just end it there.
No, this is... I get paid for this.
You do?
Yeah!
Oh, I don't. Fuck that.
What?
No.
You're just gonna...
Yeah.
Guess I'm doing this by myself now, okay. Recently, a shooting star was discovered entering Earth's atmosphere. Though information on it is still limited, astronomers have obtained some crucial information, leading to the belief that Waluigi is still falling from the incident on Jet Set January 2024. Some audio samples were recovered from the start itself, claiming some expletives such as "fuck this game" and various other noises. More information is to be expected as more information arises. Accusations have been made against the head of the Toad Army after a mass grave was discovered in Yoshi Valley. Not long after the last edition of Mario Kart News, the Toad-Yoshi conflict has grown into a full-on armed conflict. After the Yoshi siege on Toad Harbor, the Toad Army continues to deny all accusations against the mass grave. A catastrophic incident has also occurred last month in the Toad's factory power plant. Owners of the factory have released a statement that due to an error on their box production line, one item box was accidentally filled with 17 different bomb-ons, causing a chain reaction towards the factory's power plant reactor, releasing countless amounts of radiation into the surrounding region. Containment measures are in place, and all races there are to cease until further notice. What are you talking about? Oh, we do have one more announcement.
Yeah, we'll give you a second. What you've just seen is something we've been working on quietly for a long time. It's called Slipstream.
It's been built from the ground up with one thing in mind.
Racing. Not just speed, but momentum. Risk, items, and those moments where everything changes in the final corner. Slipstream is a racing-inspired card game, shaped by the same chaos and excitement that made us fall in love with Mario Kart in the first place.
It's easy to learn, but hard to master. Every choice matters.
More importantly, it's built for MKS. You probably noticed we didn't explain much just now. That was intentional.
We will be sharing more soon how it works, how to play, and how to get involved.
But for now, we just wanted to show you what we've been building. Slipstream is coming, and we think you're going to want to be a part of it.